Disclaimer: this podcast is intended for mature audiences only. The views and opinions you're about to hear may be offensive, provoking, or disagreeable. Content you're about to hear and see also contain profanity and insulting content that should not be taken personal. If you are under the age of 18 or easily offended, please stop listening now. Thank you.
What are you doing, Carla? Are you drinking again?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's No Lube Wednesday.
Thank you for joining us. You are now listening to the No Lube podcast. Get ready to dive into the minds of Christian and Carla as they tackle and discuss all the censored issues and conversations that we as people are afraid to talk about. You will hear judgments based on principle, opinions that will shed new light on topics, and thoughts we all have but never say out loud, where real topics meet real people. Get ready for strictly raw and uncut content. And now, your No Lube host, Christian and Carla.
Hello and welcome to the No Lube podcast, where dreams that become reality are just a mere coincidence. My name is Christian. With me, your co-host, Carla.
Hey guys, what's up?
Well, before we start, we just want to say thank you guys and welcome back to our 8th podcast.
8th, woo!
8th podcast. Once again, thanks for the support. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the feedback.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for everyone telling me I'm great, I'm awesome. And
you're not that great, Carla. But right, Carla.
Funny, great personality.
With all that being
Carrying
said,
the podcast, we can go on and on and on.
With all that being said, Carla, give us an update on what's going on in your life. Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. Oh my gosh. Well, you said your thanks. I'd like to personally thank all the listeners as well. That's out there. Sometimes I get people asking me about what's going on with my life. Actually, like, oh, what's going on with your flies, your backyard, your blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, people are actually listening to me. Great, I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much.
You're not that important, Carla, but okay.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, this is a podcast where you're just gonna listen to me and Christian talk. We don't have a guest host. We're
gonna try to push that back a little more. We're gonna try to go solo for just a bit more podcast,
like the original back to basics type of thing. And we'll have some more people later on in the season here. But
and don't worry about it, Seima. We have a special one for you. Just wait on it. But go on, Carla.
All right. So, quick update. Man. So, I don't know if it's the weather or anything, but the flies are gone.
Congratulations, Carla.
Woo.
Yeah.
Man. Woo. I mean, seriously, it was like, at one point, I was outside with the fly swatter, just, I was literally beating the shit out of the air. Like, really? It was just like me out there. We got there was we had a bag that you filled with water, and it was supposed to catch all the flies. But the water stunk. I don't know if it was just like vinegar, dead flies, all that.
That
poop. I don't know.
That ghetto freaking fly treatment.
Yeah, it was like disgusting. And it caught like some big flies, but the little annoying ones were still there. And so that's why I was like mostly out there like swatting the shit out of it. I even got, at one point I was so desperate, I got a bucket, and like I was just trying to catch them and like catch them so hard that they hit themselves on the bottom of the bucket, and like I would hope they would die. But I don't know. Again, cold weather, the rain, they're gone. They're gone, and thank the Lord that they're gone, because they were just a nuisance and a pain in my ass.
Interesting, Carla. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So tell me a bit more. What's new? What's fresh with you?
Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. I wanted to ask your opinion for once. For once. So I recently had to do some changes with my cable, and more like I just needed a change box because my box was freezing. So I called the cable company, and I was like, hey, what's this? And like, oh, we'll send a technician. We'll just change out your box, whatever.
Okay.
So anyways, so I got an appointment within the next, day or two, which worked out because usually, it takes forever and blah, 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 right? So the day comes up, the appointment, this dude shows up. Now, this dude, mid-20s for sure, looked like, I don't know if he was all there, if he was smart or not, but I was like, I'm not judging.
Don't judge people.
I know, I'm not judging, but, so I was like, all right, whatevs. So I tell him what's up, and he looks at it, and he's like, your wires are old, so I'm gonna replace them. I'm like, cool. And what about the box? He's like, I'll replace that too. Cool. Whatever.
I don't know why I'm like starting to think that all of this is gonna cost money, Carla. It's all gonna cost money, or am I wrong on that?
Oh God, I hope not. Oh fuck. Well, I'll keep you updated. Don't worry. But for the meantime, he changed everything out. But in the middle of it, right? He's changing it out, and he disappears for a while, and I don't know where he went. And I'm like, I'm not trying to like. It's not like I'm paying him by the hour, right? But I was
about to ask you, are you paying him by the hour?
But I just feel like they should really just stick to what they're doing, get in and get out, kind of the thing, like. So I looked out and I caught him in the truck, and it's the truck on the phone. I'm gonna say it was to like. Oh, I just dropped it. Should I not? I don't know. That's what
we'll blur that one out.
But so I want to say that he called them and he was talking to them, but he was out there for a good like 10 minutes or whatever.
Or maybe he was just on YouTube trying to like figure out how to fix that shit.
True. So at one point he comes back in, and he's still like, finagling with shit, and I'm like, cool, whatever. He's still in there. Then at one point, here's where your advice comes in.
Okay, go for it. I'm ready.
So at one point, like, he's still on his phone, and I can hear like the little ringies of like Snapchat and all that. Like, he's getting fucking messages, right? I'm just like, I caught it, whatever. So then at one point, he stops and he goes to me and he's like, "Can I use your restroom?"
Okay, where is this going, Carla?
So what am I supposed to tell him?
No, my restroom's out of service.
No, seriously. If someone comes up to you, they're doing work on your house, and they need to use the restroom, are you gonna? And they ask, "Can I use your restroom?" Are you gonna say no?
Yeah, out of good courtesy, I'll be like, "Yeah, go for it."
Right? Because a lot of people where I was asking, they're just like, "No, say no." I'm like, but then what? They're gonna go in my fucking yard, and that's just as gross, right?
I mean, I'd rather like not see him like pee or poop
Right.
in my yard than
Exactly. So you let him use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, sure, go use the bathroom. So 5 minutes go by, nothing. So I'm just like, what's this guy doing, right? And I'm just like, well, maybe he's on the phone. Now he's like,
or maybe he's passed out on the bathroom.
Maybe. So the next thing, 10 minutes go by, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, dude, what are you doing? And the 15-minute mark comes by, and I'm just like, do I knock?
Don't tell me you knocked on the door.
No, I wanted to, though. But I'm like, 15 minutes? I'm concerned.
Or
No.
maybe you should have like just taken your cat and like
Sure,
let your cat
like,
scratch
yeah,
the
like the shit
door
out
or
of me,
something.
yeah. So he comes out after 15 minutes, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It turns out, well, guess what he did? He blew up my bathroom.
What the fuck? Did you tell him something? How did you know? Did you smell it? What?
Yeah, I didn't want to be like, he comes out and I just run in the bathroom and start sniffing someone else's shit. Like, that's not something like I wanted to do. Like, no. I mean, would you just run in and like, hey, let me smell if you did poop?
No, I don't think that's okay at all.
Okay, it's not. And I was scared because what if it did? I didn't want to pass out and like, I don't know. That's someone else's, that's a stranger's shit.
You see, that's probably one of the reasons why I wouldn't let him use the restroom. Just because he's gonna go like poop or something. But I mean, if it was like something fast, like he's gonna go pee or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Because that's normal.
But I think pooping's like a bit more personal.
Yes, like that's like if he was just gonna pee, yeah, for sure. You gotta use it. Like you gotta go. But this was like a 15-minute situation. He comes out and I'm just like, I don't want to go in and smell it because I don't want to be like, I don't know. So I let him finish up his work, quote unquote, and he's done and he leaves. And by then I had like left, thank God he opened the door, a little bit to like, okay, in case it lingered. And I'm like, all right. And I was scared, but then.
What happened?
Then I went because no one had gone. So then I lifted the toilet.
Don't tell me he didn't flush.
No, he did flush. Thank God. I mean, I don't even know, but there was like streak marks, like.
Okay, that's kind of disgusting right there.
It
That's
is.
disgusting.
It was. I was just like, I almost like, I was so disgusted.
What did you do?
Well, he was gone by then.
You should have fucking called the company and been like, hey, what the fuck? Look what the
Well,
fuck
that's what
one of your workers did here.
That's what I wanted to ask. Like, what is the etiquette? Like, I have sometimes a problem, like, going in other people's houses.
But I mean, okay, look. All right, honestly, if I go to someone else's restroom and I go poop or something, disclaimer, if you hear that playing, just ignore it.
Yeah.
But anyways, I do go to like other people's restrooms and I do poop sometimes, which is
Yeah.
rare. It's rare.
It's rare.
But I make sure I clean up after myself.
Yeah, and
Just to kill the evidence or some shit. Get me?
so it's not obvious.
Yeah, because I feel like that's embarrassing if like you make a mess and
Unless
you leave fucking streaks on the fucking like.
Unless you're like really
toilet.
homies and you're like, whatever, I'm gonna use your bathroom because.
But even then, that's a bit like disrespectful if you're leaving fucking streaks on the fucking toilet seat.
Yeah, it was in the toilet. It was like skid marks everywhere.
Fuck.
And I was just like, what the fuck? And I even flushed it a couple times to see if they just.
And it just wouldn't leave?
No, they were like really.
Did you clean it after, Carla?
Of course, I wasn't gonna go with like someone else's shit in my bowl.
Okay, what I would have done is literally, I would have confronted him if he was still here.
No, you wouldn't.
If he wasn't,
No,
here,
you wouldn't.
I would have
No,
confronted him.
you
I would have been like, yo, what the fuck? Like, go
You
clean that shit.
And then he like
Go
fucking
clean
cuts
it.
your cable, and you're like, oh fuck you then.
I'll be like, fuck you. I'm gonna call the company real quick. If that doesn't work, then I would have called the company and been like, hey, can I get like some like I don't know free
But I mean,
cable for a
that's
month or
not-
something?
That's like not in a rule book or anywhere. Like no one is allowed to shit and now someone else is. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
I would like to know like if the workers are allowed to use. I mean, I don't know.
no,
like
but
I
okay,
don't even know.
okay, look. So if a worker comes to your house and I mean he damages something, he like breaks something in your house, I'm sure the company takes like pride in their service and they pay for it, right?
Okay, so you're saying that.
So I feel like that's something like they damaged your toilet. I don't want to say they damaged your toilet, but I mean let's just say they damaged your fucking toilet. So I feel like they have to like honor their like great guest service and like do something for you.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, my worker shit in your bowl. Like,
Yeah, like, oh, sorry about that. You know what? We're not even gonna charge you for that service. Something like that. Something simple, basic.
Like, hey, can I get my HBO for free? This
Yeah, I
month?
don't know, but that's asking for a bit too much, Carla.
Oh my god, $14 for you to shit my bowl? Like, I don't even know you. I don't even know if you. Like, I don't even know you. Like,
Or maybe you should just like
Like-
have one of those signs that says no public restrooms or
and
something.
then like, I mean, like, yeah. Then you gotta like, did he wipe? Where did he put it? Like, that's gross. In my bathroom.
That's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's kind of disgusting. One, I would have been like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
No,
Like,
you wouldn't have.
I would have told them.
No.
I would have told them something, Carla. I would have told them something.
Would you tell your friends like who shit in your house and be like,
Yeah,
hey,
I
dude,
would
what
be
the
like,
fuck?
I'll be like, hey, "Yo, dude, like, go clean that shit." Of course, especially if they're my friends, because it's like a bit more personal. Like, I know this person. With the cable guy, I really don't know him, but I mean, that's kind of disrespectful right there, isn't it?
I mean, I was horrified, grossed out, and I just wanted him to fix my cable and get the fuck out by then.
He's gonna be fixing more than fucking cable if he came to my house.
Well,
But anyways, that's just my opinion on it, Carla.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. For all you listeners out there, you know, please comment below. Let me hear your thoughts on like,
What would you do?
like, would you let some guy that's doing work go to the bathroom in your bathroom?
and if he does go to the bathroom and you do let him go to the bathroom, and that ends up happening, what would you do?
Again, that requires you to like fucking go in there and sniff the shit out of it. No pun intended. But like, you're gonna go out. You mean like you're gonna go out and like just be ready to sniff? I don't know. Like I wasn't willing to go. Like I wasn't ready to find out. Like I'd rather have aired it out and just find out later.
Interesting. Well, that's really interesting, Carla.
And that is my life.
And that's Carla's life.
That's my update for this week because that was disgusting.
All right. So with that being said, let's move it on. Let's go to the stupid or genius idea.
All right, cool.
This time, Carla, I have it.
Ooh.
Because you always say that I never have
Yeah,
anything.
I'm always coming up with something, and you're just
Even
not.
though I started this segment.
Which you haven't even like contributed to it. Like I'm the one just giving you the genius ideas.
But anyways, let's go on. So what I want to talk about, what I want to say if it's stupid or smart. Once again, disclaimer, don't mind all the police work out there. Carla lives in a really dangerous hood.
Yeah.
And
The one time, like I literally live in a like 90% quiet neighborhood, and all of a sudden, maybe because they find out you're here.
I mean, shit happens, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, so what I wanted to talk about was the Amazon Go store, which is located in Seattle. It opened in 2018. So what this store is, it's a self-service store. They label it as the future of retail. So what you do is, you go into this store that's like, looks like a regular 7-Eleven. You pick all the items you want. I don't know, your food, chips, soda, anything that a market would have.
Mm-hmm.
So you pick it up, and then you walk out of the door,
Wait,
and automatically.
You don't need to like
No, you
check
don't
it
have
out.
to. You don't have to check it out.
You just take it.
Yeah, you just take it, and it automatically has these sensors that
Charge you.
charge it. So I mean,
it has to be attached to something, right? Like it has.
it has something on the
like
fucking
you have a
product.
chip with you,
Yeah.
and then they attach everything.
Yeah. So
But
of
what
course,
if like 3 people walk out at the same time?
okay,
Like,
look. Of course, you have to have an Amazon account, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they can charge you. But 3 people can't walk out at the same time.
Okay, it's one.
The reason
one
why,
customer,
yes,
because
the reason why is because
jumble.
they only have like one little, what do you want to call it, turnstile?
Okay.
So it's like one person at a time. And of course, I'm pretty sure they have like at least one employee just standing by the door or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
In case something stupid happens or like
Yeah.
customer service or some shit.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, is it stupid? Is it genius? What do you want to say? Unless you want me to give you my opinion on it first.
I'm gonna give you my opinion in a way, but
Okay.
I mean I'm sure this will bring up like explanations because I thought when there's other grocery stores that have the self-serve where you don't have to go on a checkout counter, you just do it on your own, right? And I thought that was like, oh, that's really genius because some people are really fucking slow at, or they're talking and you just want to get in, get out, stop the small talk and, leave. So I thought it was a really good idea until like people also suck at doing their shit on their own. So it's like, okay, in this case, you're saying that there's no machines. You just walk out. I love that idea. I think it's smart. People that say, oh, we're losing jobs. Well, be faster. I don't know.
That was going to be the number one thing I was going to bring up.
Because you're losing jobs.
Yeah,
and in which case, like I said, the people at like Walmart or somewhere else where you have to do it by yourself, or Target where they have self checkout, like, yeah, you're losing the checkout person, and so you're losing hypothetically a job, and that sucks. But I think it's a great idea because it speeds up things, so I don't mind it. Then again, I make a few mistakes here and there, so. Whatevs.
Yeah, but what if you're like one of those persons that you're just like, you just want to fucking scam the system or some shit, and you're just here like, I don't know, you find a way to like.
Well, that's technology's fault.
You find a way to like
that's
bypass it, and you
that's
do it.
Why,
but then
look,
you fuck it up for everybody else.
But that's why I don't like technology. That's why I don't do like the whole Venmo and all that.
But
Like
that's
that
because you were
like,
born in like the 1700s.
And that might be true, but like it's just like there's just a lot of ways to cheat the system and cheat others and whatnot. So yeah, I would be afraid. I would try it out and I would see how accurate it was and see if anything goes wrong. But I don't know. Like I just think it's a genius idea. I agree that there's ways that like I'm gonna try to see like if I can like take off a sticker, take off the sensor, and just walk out with it because they're not checking, obviously.
No, they're not. But you see, okay, look. In my opinion, I want to say it's a genius idea, but I feel like there's so many flaws to it.
What are the flaws that you see?
Okay, let's just start off with, first of all, you're taking a lot of people's jobs, right?
Yeah.
And then the flaws to it is like, there's nobody there to help you on questions you have, right?
What questions? Okay.
So for example, sometimes you go to the store and you go like, hey, can you help me find this? Or, hey, like.
Well, they can't eliminate that, can you?
I need this, get me?
Can you eliminate that, though? Like, I doubt that this place just has one person at the exit in case something.
Because according to the article I'm reading, they only have one person at the exit. Literally one person.
Well, who restocks it?
And that's the person I was gonna bring that up. That
is that
person,
a robot?
No, that was gonna bring that up. That person is in charge of restocking everything, and literally
the one person.
That one person.
No. I hope that one person is being paid like $50 an hour then, because now you're doing a lot of shit.
And then another thing I'm saying is, okay, say this shit works, right?
Okay.
Everything runs perfectly. They're making money off of it. It's really efficient. Blah blah blah. Right.
Right.
What if everybody else starts doing that shit? Isn't like basically, I don't want to say we're moving too fast in life, but we're literally putting everything up to a computer now.
To which
isn't that dangerous?
Yeah, it is because we still haven't perfected everything. There's still a way of where you can, steal people's identity from your card or whatnot. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, until we figure that out, I mean, I think it's way too much stuff. Now, I agree, or even like I'm even scared to put my shit on my iPhone. You know how you have the Apple Pay and stuff like that? I'm like, dude, you know how many places I could possibly walk by and, you know, it could get swiped or something, or I pay for something accidentally? I don't know.
True. And I feel like it's perfect for Amazon to try this out.
Because they're the competitors, and they're
making money. For example, what they did earlier 2018 when they bought Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
They bought them for what, like $13 billion or some shit?
Is Amazon the guy that cheated on his wife with a younger chick, and now he owes her like $1 bajillion?
Yes, yeah, it is that guy. And he gave her like half of the money or something.
Yeah, like half like the company, half his money and stuff like that. So.
But yeah, I mean, the guy's a billionaire.
Are those gunshots?
I don't know, Carla, but your head is fucking like tripping me the fuck out now. There's cops,
like,
there's airplanes,
like
there's
legit. Like this is the safest neighborhood. Like seriously, there's fireworks.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
But let's keep on going. I mean, if we get hit, we get hit. Fuck it. Right, Carla?
We went out strong.
There you go.
Doing what we loved.
But at the end of the day, I feel like, yeah, it's a genius idea. I'm gonna lean towards the genius idea.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can agree with that.
No, I agree with you. You know, but like I said, I'm scared. I don't know. I would like to see more stuff. I would like to see, actually, we were speaking of like Starbucks and stuff. I would like to see somewhere where you can do your own fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like you go into Starbucks and do your own like self-serve.
Yes, for example, you know how what is it, Sprinkles? The one that has the self-serve cupcake thing?
Oh, yeah.
I want to see that happen for Starbucks. That's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Starbucks, if you're out there listening to this shit,
I'm patenting it right now.
And you fucking take this fucking idea, you better give us something.
Yeah,
at least free Starbucks for a year.
Right, for sure. Like, yeah, they can totally get like a vending machine and just like do like, hey, do your own frap.
Yeah, like all the basic shit.
Yeah.
Something that can be done fast. Of course, you're not gonna give that option of like, let's say, customizing it.
Yeah,
just
you can because you can choose whatever the fuck you want by buttons.
But then people are gonna be acting all stupid and like literally
that's their
pushing
fault.
all these fucking things and like it's just completely dumb.
How about you do this, right? Because if people are gonna be act fucking stupid and shit, because they already act all stupid, like, oh, that's not my drink, or there's too much ice, or you know, too little ice, it's too hot, too cold, like whatever, right? You put your card in and like you better fucking know what you're doing, because we're gonna charge you for every button that you press.
True. You know, I've been to McDonald's lately. And they have like this machine where you don't have to go to the cash register to order.
I've done it too.
And you can order off the fucking machine.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
Yes.
And of course, this is the future. So Starbucks, step your fucking game up.
I've done it, except the fact that sometimes it's too complicated. I'm like, what the fuck? And I just give up and I go to the guy.
I mean, you know what's something cool about that?
What?
You can actually go on there and it gives you an option of like choosing what sauce you want.
Yeah.
And they don't charge you. Unlike the fucking like cash register, you ask for a fucking sauce and they're here like,
oh really?
If they're fucking paying for the fucking sauce and shit, they're being all stingy with the sauce. But that's a way around it. Life hacks.
Okay, life hacks.
See the things you learn here at No Lube podcast.
That's right, life hacks. All right.
But anyways, talking about stupid people, Carla, I remember you were saying something about stupid people or
what you
have.
Yeah.
Give me your opinion about shit like that.
About stupid people? Stupid people.
What do you got for us?
What do you got for us? So there was an article that I read about this woman, and I'm sure you guys heard it too. It was in the news for a while about this lady that got attacked by a jaguar at the zoo.
Stupid.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. So this woman wanted to take a selfie with the fucking jaguar. So there was a fence, and she freaking went over that fence, and then she took the selfie. Little did she know that the jaguar does not take selfies, nor, cares about who's in her, who's where, and decided to attack the woman.
Okay.
Mauled her in the face or whatever. And it took other people to distract the jaguar to have the jaguar let go of the woman, and then the woman does her thing. Like, she gets away. She lived, by the way. In case anyone was keeping track. She ended up living, but it was like, oh, and by the way, this is in Arizona. So this story, I also thought it was like overseas. No, it's here in our backyard. It's here in the United States. Again, do I feel sorry for her? I mean, it sucks. I would not like to get mauled by a jaguar.
I personally think she deserves that shit.
But she does.
She deserves it.
Why are you, I'm not saying, look, we say all the time, there's signs, right? Like, people read the signs. Just
but
read.
Sometimes it's just common sense. It's just fucking common sense.
Also true. I'm not going to go into the lion's den. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, who's in here?
Like, if you put yourself in that situation, knowing what the fuck, like, you're risking, you deserve that shit. Honestly, you fucking deserve that shit.
But I also feel like there's just two people who just like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. Like, the people who cross the train tracks and like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. Like, the train's so far away and then the train's like right there.
Okay, but then you have people like the guy from Colorado that he was running, right?
Okay.
And fucking mountain lion fucking pounced at him and attacked him and shit, right? I'm sure he knew the risk of what he was doing. And continuing with that story.
Wait a minute. The mountain lion attacked the guy.
Yes, he pounced at the guy.
But where did the mountain lion? But was the guy in the mountain lion's bed?
He was in his bed.
Well,
he was running,
I don't know where
he's
at.
He was running in like Colorado, like trail and shit, like just one of those trails where like.
Well, that's not his home.
Running trails and shit like that, right?
That's a difference. This jaguar is in an enclosed area.
Hold up.
This woman jumped the fence and went in there. She deserves it because she went into this jaguar's territory.
Carla.
Therefore, whatever.
But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're gonna go fucking run and you're gonna go run in the fucking woods and shit.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna tell me that you don't know what you're fucking putting yourself in?
No, I'm taking, like, if there's signs that says, like, there's wild animals, I'll be like, I'm thinking twice. I'm like, I'm not going in there, or I'm taking a fucking bat, a taser,
well, this guy got lucky because
pepper spray, because I'm not going unprepared.
There you go. This guy got lucky because once it pounced at him, he fought out the mountain lion and he choked him to death.
Choked him to death?
He choked him to death. Is he a superhero? Probably not.
Are people upset about that?
I wouldn't say they're upset, but I mean, I'm sure there's people out there like Peter that's upset that they're like, yo, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Carla, one more time, your hood is scaring me because I'm hearing like all these sounds outside.
Shit. I mean, it's windy today.
It's a really dangerous fucking day to record, but I mean.
Yeah, talk about, you can kill anything that's in here, by the way. I'm okay with it.
But talking about mountain lions.
Right.
So something interesting that like literally.
See, but I feel like before you get into your interesting part, like I still feel like I don't know, like I feel like there's more people that should be mad because this jaguar thing, even though like the lady deserved it or whatever, everyone was upset or worried that they were gonna put the jaguar to sleep.
I don't think it's a jaguar's fault though.
No, I know it's not. It's not, but. You know how people are like, oh, like they do it to dogs. Dog attacks another person, the dog gets put to sleep. Okay. You know that, right?
Okay. I don't agree with that, but I mean, I get what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't agree that people would be. I mean, I agree. I mean, I understand why people would say like upset or not upset. What I'm saying is like this mountain lion, they got killed. They got choked out, like. Like fucking like, you know what I mean? Like that's how I see it. I feel like the guy just, you know, like freaking what do you call it? Navy SEAL type, like just got the fucking mountain lion and just like got his neck and just snapped it.
But I mean, he got lucky. How many people can say that they fucking choked out a fucking mountain lion?
I'm not saying whatever. I'm like I get it, but I'm just saying like you know, how is no one upset that he got killed? Because
no, yeah, people are upset. That I'm sure fucking PETA or anybody that's an animal activist is upset that this guy did this to this animal, but I mean, what is he gonna do? At this point, it's literally either the animal dies or he dies.
No, for sure. That in that case, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And something interesting about mountain lions here in Los Angeles, since we live here in Los Angeles, let's just.
And you work part-time in a zoo? Okay.
I work part-time in a zoo.
Okay.
Let's bring it out to California.
Okay.
So here in California, there's actually a law that prevents you from actually hunting these animals. So let me read this to you. So it says, this statute and other statutes prohibit the California Department of Fish and Wildlife for recommending a hunting season for lions, and it is illegal to take, injure, possess, transport, import, or sell any mountain lion or part of a mountain lion. Now,
I didn't know that mountain lions are like a hot commodity. I don't want to say it like that. I don't know how. You mean like?
I mean it's leather, animal leather. I mean, leather is leather, right? No matter where it comes from.
Is that what your shoes are made of?
Yeah, Carla, come on, these freaking $15,000 shoes. But anyways, Carla, look, where I was trying to get at this is that here in Los Angeles, there's been a lot of situations where, like, for example, Los Felix area, right?
Yeah.
Those houses that are up there in the hills, you hear all the time in the news where like there's mountain lions in people's backyards.
Yeah.
There's mountain lions attacking people.
Yeah.
Shit like that, right? Okay, now with this law being here,
that you can't touch them.
You can't touch them.
But I feel like that's dangerous though, because if they're jumping fences and they're in your backyard, like that could seriously put some situations.
Exactly. But let me tell you why they're there.
Like your kids can't even play outside because the mountain lions over here bathing in your pool.
Exactly, because there's no population control for mountain lions here in California, and mountain lions are really territorial. So what happens is that other male alpha mountain lions are pushing these other mountain lions out of their territory and pushing them down towards the city. And these mountain lions are attacking people, right? Shouldn't we do something about it?
Yeah, get them the fuck out. Put them in the zoo. Put them in the forest where they belong, not in like Los Feliz. Like these are pretty bougie mountain lions.
They're not little cats. Like they're fucking real, actual fucking huge animals.
They're big cats.
Okay, you know that fire that just happened like recently, right here in the fucking like mountains and shit.
Yeah.
So
no pun intended.
So something interesting about it was that well, it's not interesting. Rest in peace to them. But it killed more than half of their population, right?
You know what though? I did hear that amongst dogs and stuff, like it killed like a lot of things.
Yeah, it killed a lot of wildlife. So
that sucks.
I don't want to say it sucks because I mean it does something for their population control.
But it helped with the population control without really doing anything.
Exactly. So should we be mad or should we be sad that these mountain lions died? I mean, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I mean they had to die. I'm
gonna say for you, it's the way God wanted it to happen.
The way God wanted it to happen.
I mean, there's no. I mean, I feel like it's a problem when there's like it's like fucking like what do you do when there's too much rats? You know what I mean? Like,
but do you intentionally kill them or do you let Mother Nature take care of them?
See, I feel like if Mother Nature took care of them, like, well, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want 1,000 rats infiltrating your city. That's how the plague started. Like, you gotta start killing them somehow. Wait a minute. That sounds awful because that means like you're cleaning
Carla, I'm sure fucking PETA's gonna show up to your house now.
Damn.
Because first you're killing all these fucking flies, now you're thinking of killing fucking rats.
Okay, look. I'm just saying that I just feel like there must be we live in a civilized era. I feel like there could be a way to like populate or
population control.
Yeah.
Okay.
With mountain lions, because I feel like it could be. I mean, because these are wild things.
I mean, if there's population control for human beings, then why not animals?
True.
Right? But I mean, okay, should we get judged on killing wild animals that are not domesticated?
You shouldn't be killing animals. Like, you shouldn't. You should.
But I mean, if it's for a good cause.
No, like, there's no good cause other than, like, no.
Like the mountain lion shit.
No, okay, I feel like there's a good cause. I mean, you could kill it, I think, if it's attacking you. Like, if a bear is coming at you, and it's either you or the bear, like, you know, and you can fight the bear.
And if you're an animal activist, do you fight him, or you just go like, oh, no, it's fine. He's fine. Let's not hurt him.
Well, we'll know who wins that fight.
That's interesting, but I'm just saying, Carla, sometimes we just gotta, you know...
Look, disclaimer. I love all animals. I don't wish ill upon unless they're bothering me, then
you see, I'm an animal lover as well. Come on, I work in a zoo part-time.
True.
But, I mean, there has to be fucking population control for certain animals that are not domesticated.
Yeah. Or at least pushed into an area.
Pushed into the fire?
I mean, no.
Fucking Carla.
Like, corralled, wrangled into their own situation. Because they shouldn't be in a city. A city's not the place for a wildcat, a panther, a jaguar, a...
Mountain lion.
Mountain lion. I don't even know. A mountain lion.
Yeah, because you put a lot of people at risk. You really do. Especially children.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned earlier, like... Yeah. What if your child's playing in the backyard, in the backyard, and like literally this mountain lion jumps over?
If you're in LA, you'll know. And every so often, like on a hot day, you'll see a bear just fucking taking a dip in someone's pool, and it's like, dude, come on. Like,
I don't know about that one, Carla. When was that? Wait. There's a bear taking a fucking dip in someone's pool?
Yeah, like look it up. It happened legit. I've heard like multiple stories already in a year, and I mean, imagine in Florida. A fucking, what is it, alligator crocodile also jumps into your fucking pool. Like, nah. I've seen in Texas, they lift up the grill. Have you seen the things where they open their grill and there's a fucking snake in there? Or you go pee and there's a fucking snake. No. Like, no, we don't need that. No. They need to go where they belong and we belong wherever we belong. That's it. Like, so I'm not having it.
At that point, there's a fucking...
Like, you say a snake, I'll fucking kill it.
Or a snake in your backyard, are you okay to kill it?
Are you saying that in general, or are you saying what I would do?
I'm saying in general. Are you okay to kill the animal?
I feel like if it's kind of, well,
because you're not gonna grab them and put them like, here, let me just throw them to my neighbor's house. Let him deal with it.
What about this? So you're allowed to shoot at someone if you're fearing for your life, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, so why isn't it the same?
True. I can agree with that.
There you go. Oh, wow, that was easy.
So to all those like animal activists, if you're ever in a situation like that, let me know what you would do.
Yeah, for sure.
Comment down below. Let me know. If you have an interesting opinion about it.
Or if any wildcats have jumped in your bed.
Slide into Carla's DMs and maybe we bring you in here.
For sure.
To this podcast.
Yeah.
But moving on, Carla. Moving on to something more serious.
Serious. All right.
It's not even serious, but let's move on to it. So this conversation we were having last time about sleeping your way to the top.
Oh, okay.
So you...
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Like, sleeping for a promotion, right?
All right.
Sleeping with someone for a promotion. So, what do you think about that? Tell me what your, like, final thought about that was. Because you brought up a lot of good topics and a lot of good arguments, and I want the listeners to listen to this, and I really want them to, like, comment down there and tell me what they fucking think about it. But go ahead, Carla.
This conversation kind of elaborated into, like, is it okay for you to sleep with your boss or whoever to get a promotion? Now,
we have many situations and many freaking scenarios that we want to share with you guys.
Yeah. So my first one would be like, my first initial in general, like, if I could be like slick about it, which I could, right? And not tell anybody. And it's a job that was like fucking worth it and whatnot. Would I sleep with someone? I think I would. I might be inclined to.
I mean, everybody has a price, right?
I said it in one of our first podcasts. Everyone has a fucking price. And if this was gonna be like, I mean, I don't want like a little jump here. You know what I mean? No, it's gotta be like a significant promotion, serious money. And if I've tried already to do it, you know.
Have you tried to do it? Wait, what, Carla?
No, you didn't let me finish. If the scenario was that I already tried to do it, like applied and like interview out, and I still get rejected or whatever, and then you know someone's like, "Hey, would you?" And I'd be like, you know, if it was actually proposed, I think I would think about it.
Okay, now let me give you this situation, Carla. This is an interesting situation.
But if it gets around, I'm sure I'd be judged for it, and I'm sure if I heard someone else doing it, I'm for sure judging.
Okay, this situation that.
But I mean, what's the thing? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
There you go.
So just, you know.
In the situation that you and your two best friends are running for the same position, right?
Yeah.
They're applying for the same position, and let's just say the manager of the place comes up to you and goes like, "Hey,
I choose you.
I choose you. I have this offer for you." Right? You know what you got to do? Would you do it? Or is the guilt gonna kill you just because you're running up against your best friends? I mean, nobody's gonna find out. It's only gonna be between you and your manager. So if everybody finds out, it's because of you or your manager. So what do you do in that situation, Carla?
It would depend on my BFFs. Like, how good are BFFs are we? Like, I would only have to like really. And I would have to, like, this boss, like, I would have to know his character. I think you have to know someone's character to be like, okay, this person's not gonna say anything. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if we're talking about scenarios, right? So if I say, okay, I'm gonna do it, right? But I would have to think about, okay, I know I'm not gonna say anything because, fuck, I'm not gonna say anything. But I gotta be sure that my boss isn't gonna be like, let me, you know, tell people. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell people who are gonna say shit.
Okay.
So I have to be sure that they're not going to say something and, you know, and go from there. Now, if it was just like, okay, now we're talking a little more serious, a different scenario of like, these are my best friends, it's not worth it. It's not worth it because...
I mean, they're not going to find out, and I mean, you're going to be making more money and...
True, but then again, how do I not know that the offer wasn't for them?
I mean, they fucked up.
But I feel like if it's all three of us, right? And I'm just like, no, because one of us is getting played for sure.
What if he's just a player and he plays all of you guys?
That's what I'm saying.
He sleeps with all of them, and he goes like, at the end of the day, nobody gets it.
Yeah, then I'd be like, fuck. I'd be so pissed, and then I turn angry, and then
now all of you guys have a story to share with each other, right? No, I'm just playing. But okay, let me ask you this question.
No, your turn. Like, now would you do it? Like, I mean, now the table.
Me personally, I would.
Of course you would, because you're a fucking guy.
No.
Just sleeping with somebody.
No, the reason why is because one.
Yeah, give me a reason.
If nobody's gonna find out, nobody's gonna find out. I'm not gonna fucking go out there and put my business out there. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Two, I'm gonna be making fucking bank. So, I mean, in the situation that I'm running against my friends, sorry, but hey, I'm gonna be making money and I'm able to take you guys out, right?
Oh, you are.
Come on, it's a win-win situation on that one.
Damn.
It's a win-win situation. Nah, but
what if it was a guy?
Honesty. Depending. Wait. I don't know about that one, Carla. I think I would have to pass on that one. I would have to pass on that one. If the boss is a guy and he wants to sleep with me.
Yeah.
Sorry, but no.
Not even if he offered like a lot of money.
I mean, what's a lot of money?
I mean, everyone has a price. I mean, it just depends.
Everybody does have a price, but
so I'm saying, like, if
I have a high price.
Listen, if let's say it was the right price.
I mean, nobody's gonna find out.
So you would do it? Maybe.
See? I mean, enough money's gonna erase my memory. I mean, buy myself 3 fucking pounds of coke or some shit and just coke myself out and shit. Wow. But no, I don't know. No, I don't think I can. Hold up, Carla. I don't think I can put myself in that situation where I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Let's go for it. No.
You don't think so?
No. I don't think.
But why though? Why is it?
I don't know. I just feel like I would feel uncomfortable with it. Get me? I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I'm gonna feel super uncomfortable with it.
But it's just one time. That's it.
Maybe.
But why is it uncomfortable? Because you're afraid that.
I don't want to get fucking fucked. I don't want to get fucked, Carla. Simple as that. Okay. But let me give you this situation, Carla. Hold on. Let me give you this situation.
Life, you're either the one being fucked or you're getting fucked.
True, but let me give you this situation, Carla. So say you're with someone, right? Mm-hmm. Say you're in a relationship.
Okay.
And you get the same offer, right? Your boss tells you, hey, I'm going to pay you, let's say, $75 an hour, right? Which is pretty good money.
Right.
$75 an hour and nobody's going to know, right? Would you do it? I mean, what people don't know won't hurt them, right?
I think I would definitely think about it.
Would you run it through your partner?
And it depends. I feel like if I was with someone that had the same thought process as me, I would share it and be like, hey,
your little whole fucking process.
You mean you've been with people who are total opposites of you, and you're with them, right? So obviously, if someone's that type, you're not gonna be like, hey, so I can definitely make more money if I sleep with this person. They're be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, go for it. Fuck it.
But if someone's more like me and hey, so look at this, so we could definitely do some money and some damage if I do this. You mean I don't know. That's the only way I can feel like I can.
So if your partner gives you the go ahead green light,
yeah,
you'll do it.
And then if I was sure that it was actually gonna happen, this guy was or whoever wasn't gonna dick me out and be like, just kidding, you know what I mean? Then yeah, for sure.
Wow, Carla, what a hoe.
I mean, like I said, I'm just saying, no, you're emphasizing that no one's gonna find out. So I mean, that's what I'm counting on, because if I'm just doing it at Joe Schmo's paper company and they're like, oh, let's sleep with me in the closet. No, so fuck that. You know what I mean? No.
You're willing to cheat on your partner.
I'm not cheating with them if I'm telling them, and they give me the go ahead.
So having an open relationship is not cheating?
It's not open. It's just a one-time thing.
It's a one-time thing. You're sleeping with someone else while being with this person.
For money. You know what?
Is that considered cheating?
So then what is it that I just thought about? You're a porn star, right? Okay. These people have actually relationships, but you're having fucking sex with everybody.
But that's their professional job.
Okay, so I feel like it's almost the same thing, though.
Getting into the topic.
It's a job.
Getting in the topic of fucking porn stars.
It's a job. Oh, you know some?
Can you be? I mean,
as your other part time?
I don't want to say anything because
as your other part time.
I don't want people getting in trouble on this. But you know something interesting? Let me tell you something. I can share this one.
Okay.
So it's interesting because I remember my freshman year of college, I had this girl in my class that she was 19. She had just turned 19, and she would always tell me that she was gonna go shoot for her other job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always wondered, like, what the fuck is her other job, right? I thought she was like a model or something. So one day I asked her, right, and she told me that she was a porn star, and I was like,
A porn star or just in porn?
In porn, I guess, a porn star, because I mean she's pretty well known. I don't want to say any names because I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
But I mean, she was making pretty good money, and at this point, I was like,
You say
what are you
was.
doing? I mean, I haven't talked to her since.
Okay.
And I was like, what are you doing in college? Like, making this good money on the other side, get me? But yeah, anyways, going back.
Okay.
I don't know where I was going with this.
I don't know.
But
How
going
much?
back.
I mean, was it good money? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, she was getting paid pretty good. So, she told me that, like, there was gigs where sometimes you don't make much money, so you get paid, like, $500 for, like, certain shoots. Sometimes you get, like, paid, like, $1,500 for, like, certain shoots.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, 2-3 hours of your time for $1,500, why not, right?
Okay.
But moving out of the topic, are you willing to, like, be in a relationship with someone that's a porn star? Are you able to do that?
No.
Why not?
I feel like see, that's weird though, because if the roles were reversed, I'd be like, if I ever me doing it and with somebody, I'd be like, it's no big deal. Like, relax.
Because, I mean, you're not gonna catch any STD or anything because porn is really, like, well regulated.
I feel like that's not even like the.
No, I'm just saying, like, in case
like,
you're
in
thinking
case I'm
about it
thinking,
that
no,
way, yeah.
I'm thinking of it just like black and white. Like, look, like, if you're me, I feel like this dude needs to calm down. Like, we're good.
This dude needs to calm down.
Right?
Retire? No.
But I'm gonna retire you. Like, relax.
Come down, Carla.
But if it was like the other way around, and like I was with someone that was in the porn industry, I couldn't do it. I don't think I could. I don't think I could, because I think I think I'm a very I could be super jealous at a point. Like, I could be.
What about this situation? Okay, so I have a friend that his dad, he
I have a lot of friends all of a sudden.
No, I do have a lot of friends. I'm a social person, Carla.
Social
But,
profile.
okay,
Go
hold
ahead.
up. So his dad works for, I don't want to say the name of the company because I don't
Oh my god, here we go.
I don't want to get to there.
Man, by the end of the day, like, we're just.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna say the name of the
No, I don't
company.
know, because I'm scared.
So he works for Vivid Entertainment.
Okay.
He's one of the guys that he writes subtitles for porn, right? And this guy's pretty cool. Like, I grew up with my friend, so my friend's dad is like really close to us, right? So
How close?
not that close, Carla. So he talks to us like we're friends, right? So once I asked him, like, does fucking porn even fucking work for you? Like, at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he told me that, to be honest, it doesn't work for him anymore. But he told me that
Because he's around it so much.
yeah, because he's around it so much. But he tells me that all the people he works with, they've developed this like different fetishes.
Ooh, see, I don't know. I don't know.
Which is kind of weird. Get me? So it gets you into weird shit.
See, if I was with someone who's like whatever, and they're like, all right, I'm it's not a big deal. I'd be cool. But I don't know what they would make me do in order to fulfill.
I was gonna ask you this. Okay, so say this guy that
getting
writes,
off.
like, yeah, say this guy, he like literally wants a relationship with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to put yourself in that situation?
Oh, depending on what he wanted, though. Like,
I mean, he just wants a relationship. Of course, you guys are gonna have fucking sexual relationships.
no, I know, but I mean, like, you're saying that he's desensitized, so he's not just. I mean, what
so
if
what's the limit to you?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you saying? Like, if I'm not already like turning him on, and right, and sometimes you need a little.
A little what, Carla?
A little. It's getting like rated R. Mature for audience. Disclaimer.
If you're under 18, stop listening to this.
If you need like a little foreplay, if we're going like that, like if you need a little help, like then we're doing now other stuff, right? In which, okay, cool, right? But how far
are you willing to go for your partner?
Oh, this guy has to be fucking spectacular.
Oh shit. This guy has to be spectacular. I mean, I'm not saying you're a fucking gold digger or anything, but what if he's bringing in the big bucks?
Well then, I'm not. I don't think I'd be like.
Since everybody has their price, Carla. I'm not. This is like leading to prostitution,
okay.
But since everybody has a price.
But are we talking like R. Kelly stuff, like fucking weird shit? Or are we talking like just like the normal fetishes of like, okay.
I mean, I don't think no fetish is normal, but
I mean,
I
like
mean,
I said,
okay, let's go
depend.
into let's go with the R. Kelly shit.
I'm not being peed on. I'm not. I'm not.
Straight
Like,
up.
Straight up. If you're going on there, I'm not. Like, not even. Because I wouldn't even. No. Not even. No. I wouldn't, like,
Wow.
right off the bat. Like, nope.
Okay.
Unless it was, like, $1 billion.
If he's a billionaire, or if he's giving you $1 billion.
Both.
Gold
Maybe
digger.
I would consider it. But, like, no. Like, absolutely not. Like, I would like to say I have some, like, standard.
Interesting.
What about you? I mean, like, you've asked me all the...
okay, in this situation that I'm in a relationship with someone like this, and they're
A porn
into
star.
with a porn star, I feel like the first couple of times it'll be fun, right? Because new experiences, right?
For you. But I'm saying, like, she's in it. So are you okay with her being in porn?
I mean,
I mean, she's obviously going to be having sex with, like, these like, one dude, two dudes. I don't know what the scene requires.
I mean, to be honest with you,
Like,
no, I wouldn't be okay with it.
okay.
Just because I go like, holy shit, now there's like a different fucking higher standard that I have to fucking
Like,
meet. Get
she's
me?
gonna, like, yeah, she's gonna have, like, she's gonna come home and she's gonna she would just have sex with, like, this guy that's just, like, 6'7", like, fucking, 24-pack on his abs. You know what I mean? Like, model type, all this, and then she comes home to you and she's like, oh, what are you gonna do? Like,
Fuck, true. I don't think I would be okay with it. But you see, okay, look, I've asked many questions, right? So this one girl that I was talking about, I'm not gonna say her name.
of course,
The one I was going to college with, I asked her a lot of fucking questions because I asked fucking questions, right?
of course.
So one of the questions was, how the fuck does porn work, right? She was telling me that there's a couple of things. So this is another question, but I'm gonna save this one for later. So one of the questions was, how does porn work, right? Like, how do they film it? She was telling me that they don't just like show up and have fucking sex, that they film it by scenes. So if they're doing like missionary scene, then they'll film the missionary scene.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll cut it off.
Okay.
They'll take like a little break and then boom, they go into the next position.
Okay.
Shit like that. So I mean, they're not full on having like intimate fucking like sex
Oh,
type
so
of
it's
shit.
work,
Get me?
is what you're saying.
It's work. It's
so
a professional
so
work.
you're saying you're okay with it then?
I want to say I am okay with it, but
No,
if
you're
you
not.
put it the way that you fucking like
Wow.
show me this entire situation,
Hold on, I'm being like
fucking
attacked.
airplanes. Look,
Like, what is that?
I'm telling you, if you guys don't hear about us ever again,
Shit.
blame Carla's house.
What the fuck? We're like, I don't know, someone's obviously, maybe it's neighbors. They're growing weed.
But anyways,
You're weird right now. Yeah,
I'm not saying I would be okay with it, but
when, like, if you're talking like a real porn star, when are you gonna have like this porn star that's having sex with an ugly dude or an ugly girl? Unless
True.
it's like amateur shit, but I mean that's what's happening when she comes home, he or she comes home.
True. Okay, I see. Okay, I see what you mean by that one.
And wow, what the fuck?
Now let me tell you the other question I asked.
Because like I said, I could get jealous, and for sure in this case, if you're having sex with somebody else, job or not job, like I'm not gonna be okay with it, unless it's me.
Okay, I feel like I wouldn't be jealous, but I feel like
Shut the fuck up.
No. Let me
You're
tell
so
you.
stupid. I
Let
don't
me
even wanna
fucking tell
talk.
you, Carla.
Okay.
Okay, I wouldn't be jealous, but I would be like, oh shit, am I gonna fucking like meet her fucking standard or meet whatever the fuck she wants me to do to her? Get me? Since she's coming here like from this other fucking place where she's getting dicked down by fucking like I don't know, fucking goddesses and shit, like gods and shit. Get me?
Yeah.
That. So I wouldn't be jealous. I would just be like, oh shit, would I be able to please her the way they're fucking pleasing her over there?
What if she's like, okay, Christian, you're great and all, love you, but let's bring in a third person.
I would be like, you got me fucked up. No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, new experiences depending. If it's another chick, why not? If it's a guy,
All of a sudden,
nah.
see, that's not cool though. That's not cool
What
that
do
you're
you mean
saying that
it's not
because
cool?
it's like
It's
all
a personal preference.
for you.
All right. What about in your situation?
You're doing this for her.
Okay. What about in your situation? But you see, I feel like I'm not saying it's
No,
acceptable,
you are.
but I feel like
you're doing
for
it
a
almost.
woman,
I'm trying to catch you on that one.
for a woman, it's okay.
Dude, like, come
for
on.
a woman, it's okay, right?
Why? It's
I don't
not
know.
even okay.
It's okay by society standards. So say in the situation that
So-
fucking helicopters, look at fucking ghetto birds and shit. Okay. So in the situation that
What do you mean it's acceptable in society? I don't even I don't know what that means.
in the situation that you as a woman, right? Your husband comes and he goes like, "Hey, let's bring in a third person."
Mm-hmm.
It's another chick. Are you okay with that?
No, because it's my husband telling me like I'm not good enough. You know what I mean?
What if he goes like, "Okay, let me bring in another guy"?
Okay.
Wow, Carla. Wow.
Just
Wow.
to make a point. I mean,
Make a point.
look, I think in the basis of like a scenario of like regular people, man, this helicopter is just like I'm low key kind of like
Fuck the helicopter. Let's just say that.
like in the basis of like just regular people. I'm with somebody, my husband or whatever, and he's like, let's bring somebody else. Like, I'm already concerned by that because, like I said,
You're not doing your job?
yeah, like, so whether it's a girl or a guy, like, wait, so you're bringing a third person because something's up. Like, why don't you just fucking tell me?
So what if he goes like, let's bring in a guy? I mean, he's not getting pleasured by the guy.
He's just watching?
So is he... Wait, this is just like mind fucking right now. Okay, so
Yeah,
if a guy...
But if it was like, okay, let me finish my thoughts and then you can ask me questions.
Okay.
And then I'll ask the same for you. So in that case, like, I didn't have a problem because then something's up in our relationship that, like, you want to bring a third person. Guy or girl. It doesn't matter. Like, all right, fine. Now, I guess it's the same thing. So now, if I'm dating someone that's in porn, right?
Okay.
And something is not doing it for him now and he wants to bring a third person, I still feel the same way, but I mean, in a way, I think I would understand it more because now you're being desensitized by all this stuff. Guy or girl, I'd accept it because now I'm just, but I'd have to obviously love this person.
What if he's just helping out his homie and he's like, you know what, like, come on in, like.
Fuck that, then no. No. You know what I mean? Like, I think there'd be a difference, you know what I mean? In a scenario. In a way, I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to say, and I see your point where, like, if it was a girl, I'm like, okay, it's a girl. But if it's a guy, like, okay, it's a guy. But I feel like, I don't know, it's just weird. The way you say it. It's kind of like, here's also another scenario that I thought was weird. In my previous job, we went to conventions, whatever, and we'd have to share rooms and whatnot. And we'd go in these hotel rooms with our, coworkers were there for a convention. And obviously all these girls, all us women, would share rooms, or obviously, right? And we share beds, not a problem. But the guys would have a problem with sharing beds. Like, they would not share beds. They would literally sleep on the floor, in the bathtub, and I'm like, dude.
In the bathtub.
Yeah. It's like, dude, like, it's not like you're going to be in the bed and you're going to automatically just fuck each other. Like, it doesn't, I don't think it works that way. You know what I mean? So it's like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, what is it that, like, okay, girls are just like, all right, cool, but like, we're just gonna sleep in the same bed.
It's just like a manly thing, if that makes sense.
But no one's even there to watch you. There's no girl there watching, like, oh, you're touching a guy's feet, or like you're in the same bed. Like, so would you, if you go somewhere, let's say we go to Vegas or whatever, you're with all your homies, you guys are sleeping in the same bed. You're gonna sleep one person per bed.
I mean, I'm sure my homies aren't into fucking, that type of shit. So I mean. Yeah, I would be comfortable. But I mean, in the situation that, let me give you this scenario. Say you're
You didn't
with,
even answer my question.
Okay, yeah, I would feel comfortable. I would feel comfortable. Because I trust my homies.
Oh, shit.
I trust my homies. I know for sure they're not going to fucking put a move or some shit, get me? But let me ask you this situation. You mentioned you were going to conventions with, like, your job and shit, right? Mm-hmm. So did you know all these other people, like your coworkers? Or they were just like, hey, hi, bye, type
No,
of
I knew them. I didn't know them. They're like, in case they're listening.
So so are you okay with sleeping on the same bed with a stranger? Because to a certain point, she's a stranger or he's a stranger.
Women or men, like
the female that you were sleeping with.
Oh no, I knew them, so I didn't have a problem. And even if I've been in another situation where it was like I didn't really know them, but it was like I'm not sleeping on the fucking floor. So I'm sleeping in the bed.
So you're willing to sleep with a stranger in your bed.
I mean,
if it's a female.
I mean, we're not talking about strangers, but like strangers to some extent. Yeah, for sure.
So
like,
what if it's a guy? Are you willing to be in the same bed with a random guy? Not a random guy, but a coworker?
You know what? I'd be adult enough to be like, yeah. I mean, if you want to try something, I'm gonna fucking sock you, like,
Shit.
and I don't know you. You know what I mean?
What if the chick tries something?
I would also say, I mean, I wouldn't sock because that's like awful, but I'd be like, hey, what's going on? And let's sleep with the lights on. Or something.
Clap on, clap off.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Okay, now, this was the one I was saving.
Oh, okay. You were saving that.
So,
okay.
In the porn industry, you know how they do like anal scenes and shit? So I found this out listening to one of my favorite podcasts, Impulsive by Logan Paul.
Okay.
I hate him as a person, but I mean, he has a good podcast.
Okay.
So he had Riley Reid on there, right? Riley Reid, fucking porn star, fucking goddess, fucking I don't know what, right? So she was talking about how there's a thing called anal prepping before you do an anal scene.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really complex because it really goes into like what you eat the day before, how you prep for this, and all this shit.
Okay. I don't know. I'm waiting for what you're gonna ask me. And you know, which in a way I'm okay with you asking me, but I don't know if I'm okay answering in front of all the people that are gonna listen. But okay, go ahead. Because I'll ask you the same fucking question.
If you were to be a fucking porn star, and you had to like anal prep,
okay,
are you willing to do that?
I'm getting money for this, right? So I feel like, well, I mean, my anal prep, you're just asking me to eat fucking better.
You're
like,
not just eating better, you're doing like fucking
workouts,
anal fucking exercises and shit.
Like shoving shit in the beginning, like just to stretch it out. Is
Yeah,
that right?
type of shit, like that type of shit.
I mean, like if I'm gonna if I'm gonna be paid well, right? And that's my job, that's my profession, and that's the thing I have to do. Well then, sure, yeah. I feel like I'm almost feeling like that's
so
like
money does talk.
Like I feel
Money talks, Carla.
I don't want to like this is gonna get really like what I wouldn't want to do, but like I would if that was my profession and I'm getting paid for it, I would do it because that's one of the least probably or the best case scenario amongst other situations that could be happening.
Okay.
Like I feel like that is child's play.
Child's play. Whoa.
In a way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I can ask you the same thing. Like, okay, that's your job. Hey, you're required to do one male sex scene. One in your entire career. The one.
Male sexing as in like, I'm gonna get fucking like anal?
Yeah.
No. I'm not sticking anything up my ass, fucking Carla. Simple as that. No.
So
no type of money is gonna fucking make me do this shit.
I don't feel like why the fascination then why guys want to do girls up their butt then.
I mean, it's more of a selfish sexual act.
Okay. See, that's not fair.
So I feel like
that's not fair.
I feel like women wouldn't understand it. If that makes sense. Not saying it in a bad way, but I mean, you understand where I'm coming from, right?
I get it.
Since it's like a male,
yeah,
like a male thing, like that.
But I feel like everything in porn is almost male centered, though.
I mean, I'm sure male. I don't know. Let's just say males buy more porn than fucking females, I guess.
So you wouldn't do it?
I wouldn't do it.
What if it was by a girl?
It was done by a girl?
Mm-hmm. Let's just say it's not a guy now, but it's a girl. And she's like, you know what, I'm just strap it on and just like, let's go.
No. I'm not gonna fucking shove anything up my ass, Carla. I'm not gonna shove anything up my ass. No. Like, no type of money is gonna fucking put me in this situation. Leave it that way. And that's for a fucking fact.
So, this other question may be too personal then.
What?
So, have you ever done it to a girl?
Okay, fuck. You're really gonna make me answer this right here fucking in front of people.
Well, yes. You've asked me a bunch of questions now.
Yes, I have, but...
So, all of us... Okay, alright. It's good to know where you're coming from, though.
Let me just say, all the chicks I've been with, don't like anal.
No,
TBH.
I'm gonna tell you that no.
TBH, which is
Unless
why
you're a
I'm
fucking
telling
porn
you,
star.
which is why I'm telling you, like,
It is, and I 100% agree.
it's a male fucking thing.
I 100% agree with you, and which is why I said if it's me choosing to do that,
It's gonna be for money.
yeah.
So is that prostitution?
No, I mean, you're saying like in porn, like out of all the things that you could possibly do in porn, like the things that they could possibly do, right?
Okay.
I feel like the anal probably would be like the easiest one to accept. Maybe one of. Or get more money out of without really going all to extreme.
But are you really willing to fucking like
Well, that
go this extra mile for a bit more money?
I mean, that would depend on the paycheck. Obviously, I'm not important. I'm not getting that paycheck, so I can't say. I mean, I'm gonna tell you.
5K?
Now. Well, I don't. What's my other fee for
I
other
don't know,
stuff?
3K. I don't know.
10 hands down for sure.
I feel like that's a bit too much money, though.
Oh,
That's a bit too much money.
well,
Let me go take my money somewhere else and fucking.
let me shove something up your ass, and then you tell me 10,000 is enough. What are you talking about? That's a bit too much. Oh, okay, well then you do it for like 10,000.
Anyways, Carla.
Okay.
Now I know fucking money talks for you.
It
But,
does.
so, any director out there, let's just end it with this. Any
Okay.
director out there, if you wanna slide into Carla's DMs and like
That sounds
offer
a little
her,
iffy
offer
right
her
there.
10K, you got the job. But anyways, with all that, pretty intense conversation right
yeah,
there.
that was a bit.
So,
that was a bit intense, and that's also brought to you by our drink of the day. We started doing this on our first podcast to loosen us up, no pun intended, based on our
I don't know about that one, Carla.
based on our situation, but we started drinking different drinks. So every podcast we've made it a point to drink a different drink, to try new drinks, and which is why you see it on our Instagram and our Twitter. So that's the drink of the day. Today, our drink of the day is brought to you by Stella. Stella Artois has a new drink called Spritzer, and it's pretty. We've chugged it down pretty well, actually. It smells interesting, but it tastes great. It's really light. It's really
Also,
pretty
it
sweet.
contains 3.5% alcohol by volume, so it doesn't have a lot of alcohol. As you can see, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So we do recommend it. Try it out.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it,
Yeah.
then good for you.
We will post it on our Instagram so you can see what it is. Also, I mean, like, if we're talking about I'll do anything for money, I mean, you can buy me a drink and we'll see how far you get.
That's for Carla. But if we're talking about anything for money, if you want to sponsor us. Quick shout out to Blue LA for hitting us up on IG, Instagram. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys. I hope you guys are hearing our podcast. And
Yeah,
Thank
and
you for subscribing.
and also I apologize for the random raids that we had today. That was weird.
fucking ghetto-ness.
I know.
But anyways, Carla,
We're-
with all
we're-
that being said,
We're trying to get ourselves in the porn industry so we can pay for our new studio that's coming up. So
with all that being said, Carla, give us the fucking plug-in.
okay, as always, we want to hear from you guys. So feel free to weigh in on any of our topics and also comment down below. While you're there, you can press the like button and subscribe. So you can follow us on Instagram at no.lube.podcast and on Twitter at nolube_podcast.
It was fun. It was cool. And peace the fuck out from Christian.
I've learned a lot. So I'll see you guys next week.
Till next time. Bye.